Hello, this is David Dean, and with everything going on with the birthday llamas and all these new event items all coming out at one time, I really wanted to get out a video about focusing on pistols. I already did one focusing on constructors. This one I am focusing on pistols and why I want certain ones and why I like having different types of pistols. And if you're going to be using pistols, the absolute best hero you can be using out there is the Outlander Ranger. And this is another great thing you can get currently out of the llama is the Beetlejuice skin, which usually I don't care too much about the skins. I'm more worried about what the hero actually does. But I gotta admit, I love the Beetlejuice skin. And it's probably on my first account one of the most used characters I still play with. And she focuses on pistols. She has enhanced crit rating, enhanced crit damage, and enhanced just straight out damage for pistols with perks. And the other great thing is if you have a second ranger, which I do, and get them up to 3 stars, you can do increased pistol damage by 24%. So you really are just maxing out your damage with your pistols. And to let you know, I am at commander level 101. My offense is 2,700 and some. And we are in a level 100 mission. And I managed to find 3 different smashers, which we are going to be playing with our 3 different pistols. And one of my big things is everybody likes talking numbers and DPS, but I actually like different pistols based upon different reasons, why I use them in the game, when I'm playing a weapon-focused hero. Most of the time when you see me playing, I am running around with my Super Shredder with energy on it, and that is because I am running a hero that most of its damage comes from abilities, whether it's grenades or teddies or my Constructor with his base. But if I'm running a hero that specializes in weapon damage, then I want to have a variety of weapons for that hero to use. In this case, I got 3 main event pistols that I use. There's other good ones out there, like the Founder's Pistol and the Dragon Pistol, but I'm focusing on event ones here. And I got the Piston Spitter, which DPS is 41,000, and all of these are Shadow Shard, energy level 106. The Riptide, which has a massive DPS of 71,000, and that is with 1 damage perk on it. And then the Whisper 45, which has pretty good DPS, not as much as the Riptide, and this one, even with 2 damage perks on it, it's still not catching up with the Riptide. Also, let you know, these are not necessarily the perks I would pick. All these weapons are ones I got before the re-perking system was put into Fortnite. So these are just the perks I had on it, and I took it because I had 3 different elemental types. Whisper is nature for taking out water husk, Riptide is water for taking out fire husk, and the piston is fire for taking out nature. And not only do I want 3 different pistols with 3 different elemental types to always be doing max damage against the elemental husk, I want them to serve different purposes. As you can see, this thing is doing a heck of a lot less damage than my Riptide, but I am using it all the time. And the reason for that is it has this massive impact of 3,000, where the Riptide has an impact of 300 and some. So it has this massive 3,000 impact and a decent fire rate of 2.7. Most weapons with a heavy impact to knock husks back and down usually have a slower fire rate than this. And if you look at my Founder's Deconstructor shotgun, which is supposed to specialize in impact, it has a less of an impact, even though it's a Shadow Shard energy level 106, and it has a fire rate 1/3 of what the Piston Spitter is. So this Piston Spitter, even with 1 shot, has better impact, and then it can just keep firing. Basically with like Husky Husk, I can knock them on the ground and just keep rolling them on the ground until they are dead. And the reason for this, and I keep bringing this up because most people just like DPS. The purpose of a gun is to kill the husk as fast as possible. Okay, I understand that, but I look at weapons, the purpose of weapons are to keep me alive. And while the Riptide will do more damage, and kill a husk faster. The piston spitter is great for keeping me alive when I got 4 or 5 husky husks coming at me, or even with a blaster. The Riptide does huge damage to the blaster, but usually it doesn't interrupt them doing that blast on you. Where the piston spitter, every single shot into a blaster interrupts it, making it so it can never get a blast off on you. And so for this one, piston spitter, I love the impact with a decent fire rate. Riptide is just a machine gun pistol that does mega damage. And also to let you know, there is a pistol in the regular game, not an event one, the Thrasher, which is identical to this one in every single way except for durability and resources to make it. All the damage numbers are exactly identical. The thing is, I actually have more Riptides than I do. I have one Thrasher, and it took me 10 months playing the game to get it. It just seems to be an extremely rare pistol to get in the normal game. And then after the Riptide and the piston spitter, we have the Whisper. This thing is much more accurate. It's also capable sometimes, as I have found out, that you can pull one husk away from a group of husks if you do it correctly. I'm about 50% on that, but it has helped me a lot on taking out like a taker from a group of mobs, pulling it out, soloing it, and then taking out the others. Same thing, I've done it with smashers, where I've taken out a smasher and soloed it and then killed the other husk. And once again, this one is nature. It has a good damage. I actually, on this one, I would prefer to have the exploding headshot kill perk on it, because it is very accurate and I can do headshots with this one much better than the other two pistols. But let's get into some gameplay and just show you. Talking about it is one thing, actually doing it is another. So we got one guy just kind of hanging out over here. So, alright, so right there, we pulled him away from the husk. He's taking affliction damage. He's almost dead. And then, since he's nature, we slip over to the piston spitter. One headshot and he is done. Now the other three are grouped up so tight, I doubt I can pull another one. But we'll give it a try. Nope, not gonna happen. So the first thing is, let's see if I can get him to charge. And he is charging. So now we will use the piston spitter. He's on the ground. He's on the ground. Keep him on the ground until he's dead. Keep him on the ground. And he is dead. Now we got the smasher. Don't go off the edge. Okay. Was worried about that. And here, see how many knockback there? Did we knock him off? Yeah! We just knocked him off the edge of the map. I did not plan that, but that was awesome. So the piston spitter. It doesn't seem like much. It doesn't have that big noise. The Bald Eagle, I think, is the only pistol that has a bigger impact. But once again, it has 1/3 the fire rate. So the piston spitter is just awesome. Yeah, did not mean to put him over the edge like that. And then we got one normal one here. So let's show off the Riptide, just to see how much damage we can put into him to take him down. That's one clip. He's about 1/3 down. Is he trapped in there? So that's the second clip. And if I was to do the perks on this, I would definitely do a perk for making the magazine size longer, or yeah, larger. So that is a second one down, goes down in a heartbeat. The third one is all the way across the other side of the map. We'll probably run into a few more mobs. But yeah, I'm still just kind of loving the fact that we shoved that smasher right over the edge of the map with the piston spitter. So, and that is why a lot of people will talk numbers, and I actually do like looking at those numbers when I am focusing on a pure damage weapon. But those numbers really hide a lot when it comes to things like how impact can affect the game. Come on, guys, get up here. You're too darn slow. So, let's see. Yep, we can get through a Husky Husk with one load and still have some bullets left. Come on, what you gonna do? Oh, gotta check my range. I thought I was out of range. Come on, charge. Alright, so then we'll just burn a hole through this. And see, when I use the Riptide, I have to back up to stay away from the husk. The Riptide. But when I use the Piston Spitter, I don't have to worry about backing up because I just keep knocking the husk back. And I know on this, I would normally use the Riptide, but since we knocked the other guy, there, he's knocked back. And can we keep him? So what I'm trying to do is keep him from charging by doing the knockback and showing you how effective that is. Once again, another knockback right there. Another knockback. Come on. And another. He is down. So, like, there is no way, even though the Riptide would have done much more damage to him faster, it would have done really hardly any impact, and he would have just kept charging me, kept coming at me and attacking me. And you just saw me at level 101 with a level 100 Smasher keep him at bay with the knockback with the Piston Spitter while still doing really good damage. And that is the reason I wanted the Piston Spitter, was impact, the Riptide for massive damage, damage per second, and then the Whisper for pulling mobs off, and also really great at getting headshots, and with Water Husk, taking them down fast since it is nature. So I hope this helps. Ask me all the questions you have. Once again, I was only covering my 3 favorite event pistols in this. There are other pistols in the game, such as the Revolt, which is really great with that special perk that does, you shoot a husk and then it chains onto the next husk with damage. And then also the Dragon pistol just does insane damage using shotgun shells. So take care, have a great one, and good luck with those birthday llamas. I know they're still kind of screwed up, but hey, at least Epic's trying.